So till now we discussed about oxidation reactions. Now we are going to discuss about reduction. From this oxidation and reduction, one of the question is given in your end examination. So in this reduction reactions, we are going to discuss about reduction reactions of carbonyl compounds. We are taking carbonyl compounds. Carbonyl compounds are nothing but aldehydes and ketones. When these aldehydes and ketones are treated with lithium aluminium hydride, lithium aluminium hydride is the strong reducing agent, which simply abbreviated as LAH. If you in your examination it is mentioned as LAH, you have to think it as lithium aluminium hydride, LiAlH4. Lithium aluminium hydride is a strong reducing agent compared to sodium borohydride. That's the reason why it is efficient for the conversion of carbonyl compounds into hydroxyl compounds. So when aldehydes are subjected to reduction, aldehyde is nothing but CH4 functional group is there. When those aldehydes subjected to lithium aluminium hydride, we will get primary hydroxy compounds. So when ketones subjected to this reduction with lithium aluminium hydride, formation of secondary alcohols are possible. Aldehydes converted into primary alcohols, ketones converted into secondary alcohols. So this is about the reduction and the final products of this lithium aluminium hydride. When acids and esters are taken, acids and esters are able to give primary alcohols. Amides, when treated, these amides are used to give. So amides are used to give primary amines. Amide is nothing but C double bond O NH2. But in our syllabus, we have reduction of aldehydes and ketones, because carbonyl compounds nothing but aldehydes and ketones only. Aldehydes are able to give primary alcohols, whereas ketones are able to give secondary alcohols by this lithium aluminium hydride reduction. Lithium aluminium hydride cannot reduce isolated non-polar multiple bonds. Non-polar multiple bonds are nothing but if you are taking carbon-carbon double bond, there is no polarity. Both are exactly equal. Charge will not be isolated. Charge will not be separated. In that case, reduction is not possible. That means lithium aluminium hydride not selective for alkenes and alkynes reduction. These are very selective for reduction of carbonyl compounds, acids, esters and amides, nitriles. These compounds get reduced by this lithium aluminium hydride. Okay, and most important thing in your examination, this is given for 2 marks or 3 marks question, is why lithium aluminium hydride is a powerful reducing agent compared to sodium borohydride. Because in this session we are going to discuss about both reduction. What one is reduction with lithium aluminium hydride, second is reduction with sodium borohydride. Lithium aluminium hydride strength is more compared to sodium borohydride. The reason is so here when we are taking lithium aluminum hydride, that lithium aluminum hydride having bond between aluminum and hydrogen, this bond is very weak. We can easily cleave that bond so that hydrogen easily released from the species, so that reduction is carried spontaneously. But in case of sodium borohydride, boron is being smaller element, because of small size of this boron, it having strong ethering tendency with hydrogen. That's why boron hydrogen bond is very strong. If boron hydrogen bond is very strong, we can't cleave that hydrogen. If cleavage is not possible, reduction process is very slow process. That's the reason why lithium aluminium hydride, being aluminum is a larger molecule, larger atom, it readily cleaves aluminium hydrogen bond. That's the reason why hydrogen easily liberated, so that it is a powerful reducing agent compared to sodium borohydride. That's why we have to remember the strength of lithium aluminum hydride and sodium borohydride for reduction process. And next is about, let us see what is the structure of lithium aluminum hydride. Lithium aluminum hydride structure will be like this. Aluminium surrounded by 4 hydrogens, and the central aluminium minus is counter stabilized by lithium plus. This is called LiAlH4. Here hydrogens are removed in the form of H minus, because aluminium is the metal So which release the electrons with the hydrogen only. That's why hydrogen removed in the form of H minus. That's why it is called hydride, not proton. Proton is nothing but H plus. Here hydrogen removed in the form of hydride or H minus. Okay, now let us see what is the synthetic process of lithium aluminum hydride. Lithium aluminum hydride synthesized by mixing lithium hydride with AlCl3. AlCl3 is the Lewis acid, aluminum trichloride. And lithium hydride treated with aluminum fluoride, formation of lithium aluminum hydride, and the byproduct is lithium fluoride. So this is about the chemical synthesis of lithium aluminum hydride. Treating lithium hydride with AlCl3, formation of lithium aluminum hydride by the elimination of lithium chloride is possible. So now let us see what are the specifications of lithium aluminum hydride. So what are the important characteristics of lithium aluminum hydride? Lithium aluminum hydride is uh, it is mainly used to give the hydrogen gas when treated with the water, because here when it is added with water, it is converted into lithium hydroxide and aluminum hydroxide by liberating hydrogen gas into that. Then reduction of aldehydes and ketones. When lithium aluminum hydride is added to aldehydic functional group, here the formation of O minus and AlH3 will be there. So here double bond is present, one side hydrogen is added, this carbon is added with one hydrogen, this oxygen becomes O minus, this O minus attached by remaining part of this one, that is AlH3, because one of the hydrogen is added to this carbon atom. So AlH3 will be added. Further it's subjected to hydrolysis. When water is added, what happens? This is converted into OH and AlH3 OH. So in this way we will get primary hydroxy compound. Okay, what we are doing? First we are treating lithium aluminum hydride to this one. When lithium aluminum hydride is added, hydrogen is attached to the carbon atom and it is converted into O minus. This O minus now attached by AlH3. Further it's subjected to hydrolysis and final product will be OH. This is called a primary alcohol. Primary hydroxy compound is generated here. Okay, now let us see how ketones get reduced by this lithium aluminum hydride. When ketone is treated with lithium aluminum hydride, what happens again? One of the hydrogen is attached to the carbon atom and this O minus is converted in, carbonylic group is converted into O minus. This O minus now attached by AlH3. Further subjected to hydrolysis and we will get secondary alcohol as the final product. R groups, carbon surrounded by two alkyl groups, hence it is called a secondary alcohol. This is about conversion of aldehyde into primary alcohol, conversion of ketone into secondary alcohol. Now let us see this possible reactions. When we are taking formaldehyde, formaldehyde is nothing but HC double bond OH. This is called formaldehyde. When formaldehyde is treated with lithium aluminum hydride, one of the hydrogen is added to this carbon atom, hence it is converted into methanol. So this formaldehyde, after reduction with lithium aluminum hydride, it is converted into methanol. When any aldehyde in the sense, here we can take CH3 or C2H5 or C3H7, any alkyl group is attached. This aldehyde is converted into primary alcohol. So C double bond O group is converted into CH-OH functional group. So this is primary alcohol is generated by this lithium aluminum hydride. R C double bond O R is called ketone. When this ketone subjected to reduction with lithium aluminum hydride, it is converted into secondary alcohol. Secondary alcohol is generated by this process. So this is secondary alcohol, primary alcohol from aldehydes, secondary alcohol from ketone. Now let us see what is the mechanism involved in this reaction. Mechanism in the sense, we already know aluminium surrounded by 4 hydrogens. That hydrogen is released in the form of H minus, hydride ion. That hydride ion attached to the carbon When hydride ion attached to the carbon atom, this pi bond is shifted towards oxygen. When pi bond shifted to oxygen, it is converted into O minus. Now O minus is attached with LiH3, LiH3 ion. Now this O minus further treated with water molecule. That water gives H plus ion. Water is amphoteric in nature, it able to release H plus and OH minus both. That's the reason why H plus released to this OH minus, O minus, it is converted into OH, and the free release of AlH3 is possible. Then we will get this what ethanol as the final product. This is a simple mechanism of reduction with lithium aluminum hydride. Hydride ion first attached to the carbon, converted into O minus. This O minus further abstract the hydrogen from water molecule so that it is converted into OH or hydroxy functional group. So this is about the mechanism. Now let us see mechanism for ketones, reduction mechanism for ketones. When ketone is treated with lithium aluminum hydride, again this hydride ion attached to the carbon atom and it is converted into O minus surrounded by lithium plus in order to neutralize the charge. So this is called oxide ion. So lithium oxide will be generated which abstract the H plus from water molecule and is converted into OH. So this is called a secondary alcohol. Very simple. Release of H minus from this lithium aluminum hydride, then followed by hydrolysis, then we will get final secondary hydroxy compounds. Now let us see some of the examples which comes under this reduction reaction. When we are taking acetaldehyde, this is called acetaldehyde, subjected to reduction with lithium aluminum hydride in the presence of water, the final product will be, what is this? Ethanol. So this is CH3, CH2, OH, which is called ethyl alcohol or ethanol. So primary hydroxy compound is formed. We are taking propanaldehyde. Propanaldehyde subjected to reduction with lithium aluminum hydride, formation of propanol. This is propanol. All is nothing but Al, IUPAC. According to IUPAC, so if Al is there, that is aldehyde functional group. OL is there, that is hydroxyl functional group. This is called propanol. This is called propanol. Okay. Otherwise, we can say it is propanaldehyde. This is called propyl alcohol. In common names, we can represent propanaldehyde reduction with lithium aluminum hydride, formation of propyl alcohol as the final products. So this is about few examples comes under lithium aluminum hydride reduction. We are taking this another interesting example where aldehyde group is present on one end, ester group is present on another end. Just to be saw that any aldehyde is there, that aldehyde is converted into primary hydroxy, and any ester or carboxylic acid is there, that also converted into hydroxy group. That's why this end we will reduce into OH, and this end is also we can reduce into OH functional group, because ester carboxylic acids converted into primary hydroxy by using this lithium aluminum hydride. In your examination, there is a possibility to give direct reactant and reagent. You have to indicate the product. Okay, so two kind of possibilities we have. Directly they will give, write the mechanism and applications of lithium aluminum hydride reduction. Otherwise, simply structure is given and reagent is also mentioned. You have to identify what is the product here. We already know aldehyde converted into hydroxy, as well as ester is also converted into hydroxy functional group by this lithium aluminum hydride reduction. Now we will see reduction with this reduction with aluminum hydride, this amide compound. Just we saw amide when present, C double bond O NH group is there, that is converted into. So this C double bond O group is totally converted into CH2 group, and here this amine compound is generated. This is called amine. NRR is called a secondary amine. Two sides alkyl groups are there around this nitrogen, hence it is called secondary amine. So Amides get converted into secondary amines by this lithium aluminum hydride reduction. This is another application here also. So here also we have another example for this amide. So nitrogen is surrounded by two alkyl groups and C double bond O group is there. This is also reduced into this amine compound. Amine formation is possible. Here amine generated is tertiary because nitrogen surrounded by three alkyl groups. Three sides alkyl groups are present around the nitrogen atom. These are the few examples for lithium aluminum hydride reduction. Here is the complete summarization of lithium aluminum hydride reduction. Need not to remember all these, just our concern is about reduction of aldehydes and ketones. Aldehydes finally converted into primary hydroxy. Ketones are finally converted into secondary hydroxy compounds. Only these two reactions are most important for us, but these are also possible. Another applications of lithium aluminum hydride. So let us have a simple glance on this. So when we are taking ester, ester is converted into primary hydroxy compound only. Ester is converted into primary hydroxy by this lithium aluminum hydride reduction. When we are taking azide, N3 is there, that is converted into NH2, that is primary amine. When we have carboxylic acid finally converted into primary hydroxy. When we are taking nitrile, nitrile is nothing but cyano-functional group, carbon, nitrogen triple bond. These are also converted into primary amines. Hydrogens are added both the sides so that it is converted into CH2, NH2. When epoxides are taken, epoxide is nothing but three-membered cyclic ring. So here it is converted into secondary hydroxy compound. Secondary alcohols are generated. These are the few applications of lithium aluminum hydride in industry. Industrial transformations, lithium aluminum hydride is the versatile reducing agent. Now let us see reduction with sodium borohydride. Sodium borohydride is another reducing agent, but the strength of sodium borohydride is less with respect to that lithium aluminum hydride. The reason is boron hydrogen bond is very strong, whereas aluminum hydrogen bond is very weak. That's the reason why hydrogen easily liberated by lithium aluminum hydride compared to sodium borohydride. So this is called sodium tetrahydroborate. So sodium tetrahydroborate is a IUPAC name of this NaBH4. NaBH4 is called as sodium tetrahydroborate. The structure is represented